I'd like now to call upon a very old friend of mine. He stood beside me in 1991 when we did the 75th. He stood beside me then as an artist. I've known him a lifelong as a great artist, one of Ireland's finest artists in many media. He is also fallen into the political world and is now also a councillor. So I'd like to call upon my friend, the artist, Gerard Mannix Flynn, to say a few words. He spoke to us 2 or 3 years ago, and I think you're going to be following on from that. So,
Good morning. That means more
actually, you know what, hang on. That's a big black dog. Let out a little shoe. Because that's going to be a big backlog of traffic. We'll have all this traffic. So, up to the traffic passes. Do you mind, Mannix?
No, John.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Just wait till the traffic clears. Dara Bollard, I believe. Thank you very much for everything you're doing for us today. Thank you, Dara. If the traffic was going to drown us all out, that was the backlog from that parade. I think I can hand over to you now. I guarantee you quiet tune and seaboats.
Traffic will never drown me out. Again, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're very welcome to today's celebrations and commemorations. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Mayor of Fingal and my fellow councillors within the local authority who are also here, independent councillors. I'd also like to welcome the relatives of those who were involved in 1916 and the fight for Irish freedom. And I'd also like to acknowledge John Stephenson, who's organised today's events. There are many things to be said about us, Irish people. There's a lot of things to be said about the past. But I want to start with addressing the legacy of us and what we're actually doing on this special ground at this particular moment. At this particular spot, blood was spilt, lives were lost, not in hate, but in the cause of Irish freedom. The lives that were taken were also lives that were taken with people who thought that they were defending Ireland and wanted to keep Ireland their way. Look what happened, that we have it our way to this extent today. But all the lives that were lost in this area, all the lives that were lost in 1916, and all the lives that were lost over the long struggle, were all lives that were lost for Ireland, one way or the other. We got the better of all of that, and today we have the 26 counties. The rest will join, hopefully in peace, into that particular future. Yesterday we had the state's commemoration in O'Connell Street. It was a very nice celebration, but it was the state. It didn't involve the citizens. The citizens didn't know whether to clap, they didn't know whether to cry, they didn't know whether to celebrate or commemorate. Today, it's our day. We, the citizens, the relatives of those who gave their lives for Irish freedom in 1960. The other issues are the issues of legacy, the issues of ownership. Who owns this? This isn't owned by any political party. It isn't owned by any particular group. Those who fought for Ireland were citizens who brought themselves into militia. We eventually got what is now known as the Irish Army opening Ireland. But before that situation, they were made up of the peasants, of the people, of the poor, of the middle classes, those who went out and sacrificed an enormous amount. That sacrifice has been continuing over a long period of time. Last year we had the enormous celebrations of the 100 years, and there was a big event. There was a lot of money spent on it. Today it's a lesser event because of that lesser money. And today we are celebrating another sideshow, which is a cultural event by RTE. That is a spectacle that doesn't really have any relevance to what is going on at this particular moment.